Yeah, pretty beautiful city actually. Cluj. And yeah, quite unexpected. They're like the best kind of cities, I think. When you go somewhere, you don't expect much. You just fly there randomly. You think, oh, it's just a place to get a flight in and then get a flight out. And you arrive, and it's actually a hidden gem, like here actually. Whoa. Yeah, pretty nice. Like a little Bucharest. And yeah, it's always nice when you come to these places. It's often when you go to a city and you know it's going to be beautiful, and everyone knows it's going to be beautiful. It's normally super touristy, and everywhere you go, it's like, I don't know, you've always got such high expectations, and it's often doesn't hit these expectations. But you come to a city with no expectations whatsoever, you don't have a clue where you're going, and it ends up being like this. It's always very pleasant. It's the main square, a very big square. Looks like there's going to be some kind of festival this weekend here. It'd be interesting to find out if you get many tourists in this town. I wouldn't have thought so actually, because on the flight I came in on, it was like literally 99% Romanian, like 1% British. So хочу какое-то пиво из Cluj. Бухарест. Это откуда? Where's this from? So I'm speaking Russian automatically. Looking for Romanian beer from this city. Cluj beer, maybe this one. Should be this one. Maybe Golden Brow. No alcohol, even if it is from the city. Not interesting. Bucharest. Seems there's no beer from the city. In which case I'll try a cold Timisoara for the train. We'll give it a go. This is the station, Cluj Napoca. Got the train to Suceava. Got it for free actually, and I was going to pay. So Jan's entitled to the train for free because she's Ukrainian. I'm not, so I was going to pay. I'm happy to pay, but then she just gave me a ticket for now as well. So. Cluj Napoca. Yeah, it's quite an interesting country, Romania. It's like a bit of a mixture between a Slavic country and a kind of Latin country. So the language is obviously Latin. Bloody 6 hours now on this train to Suceava. And then we're going to see what time we get into Suceava, as to whether, and also what time the buses are into Ukraine, as to whether we're going to go straight away into Ukraine this evening or to have a night in Suceava and go in the morning. We've got to consider the curfew in Ukraine first of all. I think it's about 10 o'clock in western Ukraine, so we need to be basically in a hotel by 10 o'clock. It's illegal to be out on the streets, so we've got to bear that in mind. Also got to bear in mind the border. I wouldn't fancy crossing a border into a war zone at night time. I wouldn't really fancy crossing one full stop, but given the circumstances, I think it's better in daytime. This is the train we're going on today. 6 hours on this bad boy. The Suceava. Good stations are actually these kind of Eastern European stations, because you have time over here. In England, the station is like so many trains coming in, they stop for like a minute sometimes, you can get confused, you can easily miss your train. Over here, train comes in for like 20 minutes, waits, lets people get on, drivers go out, have a cigarette, have a second, have a third, have a coffee, have a second coffee, have a hot dog, and then they normally get off in their own time. Although always to schedule. Like for example in here you can walk on the tracks quite easily, nobody really cares. Pretty cool train over here actually, abandoned train from the communist times. The door's open actually, would have been cool to have gone over there and tried to get in, see what's inside. Just our train is leaving any minute, so I don't want to get too far away from our train. There's a shop over there, I don't know if you can see it, called Dead Man. What a name. Try me first Romanian beer. Got it for like 3 lei, which is about like 60p. Not bad. Give it a go. Not bad, to be honest. Pretty standard. I'd say standard Eastern European lager. Similar taste to Suceava, the Polish beer, or like Żywiec. Pretty standard, I'd say, lager taste, but not bad. Pretty good. 5%. Cold. Cheap. Not complaining. It's always a bit weird when you're travelling in new countries, you don't know if it's... So in England, of course, it's pretty acceptable to get a beer on the train and drink it. In some countries it's a bit frowned upon, in some countries it's even illegal. So, I mean, best thing to do is just crack one open and see. If someone will tell you if it's not on. So yeah, trial by error. Nobody's said it so far, so cheers. now in Suceava. I keep calling it Suceava, but that sounds like a bad word. So it's a nice station actually. It's quite interesting how you can just walk over the track.
Stimați călători, trenul Interregio Romanian 650 și 6 în direcția Bacău-Dolșani.
There's literally no warnings at all when the train comes, so there's nobody waiting on the platform or anything. The train has just come. Gotta look both ways. I suppose locals here are probably used to crossing the tracks, but if you're not used to it, you can just walk out expecting not to come in and up. Game over. Proper old school Romania, this town. Tell you what, guys, back to the socialist days in the 90s. Somehow we're trying to find the bus going to Ukraine. I don't have a clue where we're going to find it around here. I looked at the map, it said the bus station should be somewhere around here, although I don't have a clue. Worst situation, well, worst comes to the worst, we just jump in this hotel here overnight. A proper Romanian commie block here. Looks like it's abandoned actually. Little windows like TV screens. Definitely 1980s Romania. Like how they got the proper, like, old school American highway signs. Got my favourite, well, one of my favourite Eastern European energy drinks. You can buy it in Ukraine. It's like 30-40p a can. Don't normally have them, to be honest, but after like 40 hours without sleep, it's a welcome boost. Another doggy here. Hopefully it's not so angry. Looks like a bear. Hello. In Turkey they normally follow you, so it's good. Best thing is not to make friends with them, because if you make friends with them they can follow you for hours and hours. By the way, in Romania you see so many transit vans, Ford transit vans. Like, normally from like the early 2000s, it's like one Romanian man and one late 90s, early 2000s transit van. I swear we'll take over the world one day. They can literally do anything with them transit vans. It's what a Romanian post office looks like. Poșta Romana, Romanian post. Very beautiful. It's starting to bloody piss it down. That's nice, heavy as well. Having a quick pit stop. Got, not but actually pretty cheap. Got all of this for like £1.80. Bit of chicken, chips, sauce, Coke. About for like £1.80 in a supermarket. So pretty cheap Romania. Asia shopping. It's like the Romanian Scunthorpe. Don't have a clue what this was back in the day. Maybe some kind of steelworks or something. So, trying to find the bus station. We've had a little snack, little pit stop. Rain stopped, thankfully. For the moment, it looks like it could start again at any point. think this factory's seen better days. All the windows smashed. God knows what it used to be. It's definitely abandoned now. So, I chose local wine. Thought I'd give it a go. It's a pretty big glass. It's like 9 lei, which is something like £1.80. Not bad for this. Called Crama Oprijor, the wine's called. I'll give it a go. Yeah, not bad to be honest. I mean, if this is like the Romanian kind of budget wine, then I think it's pretty good, to be honest, for the money. Not bad.
Stimați călători, trenul Interregio, în 1650